Hey, what's up, guys? So I thought I'd do a room tour of some of the pets. Starting off with my blue tongue skink. Now, these lizards are actually pretty easy to care for. Like, I have some ground beef in a bowl and water. That's pretty much all they need. And I'd say water poured down on their substrate once a week just to hold in the humidity. Some people will say mist them every day, but in my opinion, mist bottles don't really do the job, because when you pour the water on top of the substrate, it seems to sink to the bottom, which is what you want. Because then when they dig it up, you know, there'll be moist substrate, which is kind of what they need. And they do need a UVB light with the basking lamp, because they he likes sitting on his rock and basking a lot. But yeah, I love these guys. They're just so damn cool. Next, we're gonna move on to my turtle. Gonna have to fill his tank up a little more. These are a little bit harder to care for because they need a filter system. They need a UVB light, a heat light. I just have a power sun, so it gives off both UVB and heat, which is kind of what I like to use for him. He's an old turtle. I've had him for 11 years. I've had him since I was 6 years old, so he's my first pet, actually. And he'll probably live for another 20 years. So, and then I feed him these pellets. So, I mean, not that bad to care for, but you gotta clean out his tank. It's not easy because of the water and shit. Say an intermediate reptile, not something for someone who's just starting off. Now this dude, my leopard gecko, they are the perfect starter reptile. They are the easiest you're gonna get. I mean, all they need is a heat lamp, a reptile carpet, a hide, and a water dish. That's it. And crickets, throw a couple batches of crickets in there twice a week and they're pretty good to go. Very hardy reptile right here. The perfect starter reptile for people that are just wanting to get into reptiles. So yeah, as I build more experience over the years, I'm probably gonna start breeding reptiles, and then if I'm selling a lot, I'll probably open my own store or some shit. I mean, that's not easy to do, but something to think about if you're getting into reptiles, because you can make pretty good money, especially with all the morphs of snakes and shit. So, moving on to the next dude. This is my corn snake. He's got some chips in his water. I'm gonna clean it out here in a minute when I feed him. But I don't know where he's at. Oh, there he is. He's peeking out of his hide right now. About to feed him in a little bit. He's ready too. He's always ready to eat. It's the good thing about corn snakes. Really good eaters, man. One of the best eaters you will get, and they're very docile and temperament. You can pick them up, ain't really got to worry about them biting you. So, very good starter reptile. Probably even better than the leopard gecko. I mean, not by much. Leopard geckos are awesome, but I don't know, man. Corn snakes, they're just really cool. Alright, moving on to more shit. Got a lot of pets in here. Alright. That is my Mexican red knee tarantula. I mean, they're the perfect starter tarantula, because they're usually pretty docile, except for mine. I mean, this one's a beast. Every time I open the lid, she tries to bite me and flick hairs at me. It's insane. I don't know why, but it is what it is. In here, it's gonna be hard for you guys to see, but this is my salmon pink bird eater. It's still a spiderling, but that is one of the largest spiders in the world. So when it gets to be an adult, it'll probably be 10 inches in wingspan. So it's a fucking massive tarantula right there. it's gonna be cool as hell. Alright, this dude is my desert hairy scorpion. Very easy to care for. I mean, the bugs, like the tarantulas and the scorpions, are like the easiest. They're the easy of the easy. All they need is like dirt, water dish, and like crickets once a week. I actually use an Eco Earth and Cypress mulch mix for him. And I just have a water dish back there. He probably buried it. I'm gonna probably have to dig it up and pour more water in it. He's always burying his dish under his substrate. Alright, next is my curly hair tarantula. Right there. And this one is very docile. Like, I can open her and close her. She never tries to bite me or nothing. So, if you want a tarantula that's you could probably hold, I would recommend this one. But personally, I wouldn't recommend holding any tarantula or spider just because they do have venom. And when they flick you with those damn hairs, it's not going to feel good. And then all they need is a water dish. And the crickets like once a week. Here's my plant. Cool decoration there. Have a little shelf that I keep my couple of my pets on. Next is my garter snake. He's back there. He's coiled up behind the plant. I don't know if you can see him, but he has like a stripe on his back. Oh, there he is peeking. He's peeking through the plant. He's very hard to see, but he is an amazing eater. Like, I don't really handle this dude because he's kind of aggressive, and darter snakes are very small. They're quick. They get away from you. They thrash around. They poop on you. They're just not really good for handling, but he's a good display snake and just very cool to feed. Alright, last but not least is my boa constrictor. Now, what I'm about to say, people have mixed opinions about. Some people say these like are for only advanced keepers, like they get really big, like they're scary as fuck, but in my opinion they're really not. They only get like 5 to 6 feet on average for a male. Now female, they can get like 7 to 9 feet, but for a male, and if it's fed right, not power fed, fed like every 10 days is a baby, and like, I don't know, maybe like every 2 weeks is adult, and taking a prey size like that's the same width as their body. You know, just kind of looking at their body to see how it is, if they're not fat, just to see that they're a nice good weight. I mean, these guys are like really good. They'll stay a decent size, not overly big. You'll still get a big snake, but it ain't gonna be like huge like a Burmese python or some shit. So really good pets for a beginner because they eat well and they're really docile. Like, I picked this dude up. They're like the best reptile to handle in my opinion. They're just so cool to handle. Love boas. This dude's name is Marvin. He's still a baby now, but well, like a juvenile, I'd say. But yeah, I'd say pour some water in their substrate like once a week because it's pretty wet in there by the moss, but he's about to shed, so he kind of needs that humidity, and cover part of the screen lid too so some of the humidity can stay in. And always use clips. See, I have my clips on the side of the tank so they can't get out. Pretty good escape artists. For an adult, I recommend like a 4-foot cage. People say 8 foot, 6 foot. I don't really think they need that as a minimum. I think a 4-foot cage is pretty good for an adult male. Because adult males only stay like 5 to 6 feet, in my opinion. But they're really good snakes. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And I'm gonna do more videos like this soon. I sound kind of weird right now because I'm like, I think I'm catching a cold or some shit. I don't even know. But oh, that's my room. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Some really cool shit in here. And you know, it's pretty much it. Alright, dude. Alright, guys, I'll see you. I'll see you in the next one. I'm gonna do a video on some other shit. I don't know, but I'll see you guys.